Hey, good morning. Let's go over today's trade plan. So in the overnight session, buyers held ES above the 2200 high volume node, and the buy side continues to be dominant and in control. Heading into the open, we have initial resistance at 2208 to 2210. That's the area that the buyers need to take out in order to confirm the strength that we've seen in the overnight session. And if we can take out 08 to 10, then the next area of resistance would be at 1275 to 1375, which marks the all-time high. And if there is sufficient momentum to the upside, then we could actually press to a new all-time high. So how the market responds to 2208 to 2210 is really going to be a nice tell. On the downside, we have key support at 97 quarter to 2200 quarter. That's the area that needs to hold in order for the buyers to continue to be in control on the smaller time frames, and a break and hold below 97 quarter to 2200 quarter would signal the control shifting on the smaller time frames from buyers to sellers, and that would bring the open gap at 92 into play, the 89 to 91 support area, potentially Friday's low at 87, and 82 to 84 half. Now, given that the larger time frame bias continues to be bullish, the buyers can be active at pretty much every zone on the way down, and the deeper you push into support, the higher the likelihood that responsive buyers are going to step in. So in the event of a breakdown, 89 to 91 would be more of a discretionary area, 87 would be a better spot, 82 to 84 half in most instances would be an automatic long, expecting a reaction on first test, and same goes for the 76 half to 79 half. Now that's the downside scenario, and that so far is the lower probability scenario, but we have to be prepared for it in case the market fails to break out. Now on the upside, beyond 1375, there is no hard resistance. That marks the all-time high. So the 20 to 22 area is simply a spot where the market could run out of range potential. Just looking at the recent ranges, by the time the market reaches 20 to 22, the range potential for the day should be exhausted, and at the very minimum, there wouldn't really be a whole lot of reward potential left for buyers to continue to be active in the market and continue to initiate new longs at those higher prices. Looking at the other markets, NASDAQ is approaching important resistance around the 4800 to 4805 area, and beyond that we have resistance in NQ around 4820 to 4830. Russell is pretty close to its all-time high as well, so that is supporting the bullish scenario in the S&P, but I think it'll be important to keep an eye on NQ, keep an eye on NASDAQ from here on out, because that's the market that has really weighed on the S&P and the Russell over the last week or so, and that's the market where we have seen some more bearishness. So as NQ approaches its own resistance, it can be a hurdle in the other markets as well. So how NQ responds to 4800 to 4805 is also going to be a nice tell. NASDAQ has a big high volume node at 4802. If we can take that out, and then beyond that, if we can take out 4820 to 4830, then I think the buyers would be much more in the clear, and we could see some sustained upside in the market. So those are the main ideas heading into the open. Let's see how ES responds to 2208 to 2210. Let's see how NASDAQ responds to the 4800 to 4805 area, and we'll take it from there.